this person called Eric Garcetti is touted to be the next ambassador to India, the American ambassador to India. There's a lot of brouhaha over him because he's supposed to be this woke person, woke individual, and Biden seems to have given a green signal. And apparently, the position of the American ambassador to India, has been vacant for a very, very long time. What are your thoughts, and where do you think this is going to go?
See, the last time we had a good ambassador was actually in charge, who was Atul Keshav, who was the acting American ambassador to India. Now, generally, we've had very good ambassadors when they've been professional security guys like Bob Blackwell. Bob Blackwell was hated by his staff here, but he was a very good ambassador to India. Richard Celeste was a very good ambassador to India. So all the security guys who came were fantastic ambassadors. The lady who was there, when that entire Devyani Khobragade thing broke out, she wasn't very good because she wasn't a security professional.
Okay.
Now, Eric Garcetti comes as a mixed bag. He's a Democrat and he's kind of woke. His only qualification seems to be that he speaks Hindi.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. Now, the issue is, what's his qualification before this? He's the mayor of Los Angeles. Now, you tell me, how does that actually prepare you to deal with India? I mean, Indians, there aren't too many Indians in Los Angeles anyway. They're all in San Francisco. At least if you're the mayor of San Francisco.
Yes, that makes sense.
I know it's a very rudimentary thing. Like, how are you qualified to become the Indian ambassador to the UK? Well, I speak English, so I should become the Indian ambassador to UK. And I've hosted some white people at home, and I'm neighbor to some white people who may be English. I don't know. But, this is the level of qualification he brings. However, what we should understand is Eric is a lot less woke than the way the State Department has been going, especially the staff at the embassy out here. The staff here, even at the political counselor level, which is very senior, the head of the political section, etc., they're all deranged wokes. Okay, because this gender ideology, victim ideology, constant battle, whatever, it's perpetuating every level of state. Remember, in America, the Pentagon is more Republican, state is always more Democrat. And state is much more prone to the affectations of Democrat politics, right? So state has been going crazier and crazier, and the level of nut jobbiness has been increasing higher up the echelons. They have to be nut jobs in order to get promotion because, unless you mouth off these banalities, it's not going to do very well for you. So what ends up happening is that these guys are basically going to be I don't say they're on a mission to sabotage Indo-American ties, but they have been sabotaging it to a great extent, right? They've been telling business delegations that have been coming down from America to not invest in India. They've been going around asking people very indiscreetly at parties, how do we get to change the government here?
Oh, wow.
Yep. So it's getting to the point of being intolerable now. And the problem is their social circles. The only people they want to listen to are the people who validate their pre-existing points of view. So they will only go to, say, News Laundry or the News Minute. They will only go to The Wire, etc., etc. They're not interested in any other point of view. See, this is the problem with wokery. You don't want to listen to a point of view that doesn't.
These are echo chambers, right? These are echo chambers.
Essentially echo chambers. So this is what they've been getting into. And at this point, having some ambassador to set the house straight is better than having no ambassador at all. So it's, let's say Eric Garcetti is the least worst of a whole load of bad options.
Oh. So you're saying that if it's not Eric Garcetti, it could be somebody much worse than him? We're better off with him than waiting for someone else to be appointed?
Having Eric Garcetti is better than having the current staff at the embassy run their agenda. Yes.
How how much of a wide berth do these people have in terms of interfering with local, local politics, local issues? I mean, isn't their role primarily diplomatic? I mean, how much harm can they really cause?
They can cause a lot of harm because, see, they all have a certain quota of scholarships, of introductions, putting their foot down on who gets a contract from a certain American think tank that wants to work here, etc., etc., the fixing up and this and that. So in terms of financial power and networking power, they're very powerful. And so the damage they end up doing is quite critical, actually, if you look at it, you see. So this is a very real concern that we have.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.